Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Terra Luna. Has been a while. Was a bit unsure about what the chart is doing here at the moment, and I still am a bit unsure. Sometimes that is just the case, depending on what the chart really is doing. So what we've seen here in the chart, in my opinion, was here this ABC. Yeah. As already indicated in the last video, so we've made a wave 1 here to the upside. It was a larger wave 1 where that with that orange wave 5, so that completed a larger wave 1. We've then obviously corrected in an A, B, an overshooting wave B, an A, B and a C to the downside here. That could have completed a wave 2, yeah, pretty sure, because when you moved up here in your wave 1, you're now coming down in your wave 2, and that might already be complete. And that would actually have been here. So I need to move that to the left-hand side. And now I really wanted to observe in the last few days what happened here on the chart. And yeah, I am moving away for a little bit from this scenario here, that we are definitely going to go down into this area between in this target area down here. Okay, this was located between the 88.7% fib level and the 78.6% fib level. And this is still absolutely possible, but to do so, we would need to break this important low, this support level here, yeah? And what I would want to see is a break of that 46 US dollar level here. So yeah, we would need to go below that in order to then really land in that target area. So the thing is, as I always said, I'm gonna change scenarios when I see something change in the chart. And if I go to the 4-hour chart, I mean, in the end, we've done nothing wrong with this, with Terra Luna. We took profits. I remember, I think it was here, took profits, then came down in the correction. We talked about that. Buy order set here. Yeah, channel members know my buy orders around $55, $56. Then we moved up here, told you about this descending wedge that broke to the upside as expected. Here I remained skeptical, and also it didn't really break out to the upside, so everything good. But the thing is, the way that now has developed looks for me really like an impulse. Okay, so what we've seen here, and what you could call this, that you've seen here really your wave 1, yeah, so first impulsive wave 1, come down here in a wave 2, all right, and then we have started to move up, and this was basically this descending wedge was then your wave 3. We've then come down very nicely in that wave 4. That was then that breakout point of that descending wedge, yeah, and we've then moved up in a wave 5, and again that completed a higher level wave. So that would be a wave, yeah, if we have to count it that way, you can also, I mean, is this I'm just thinking that would be yeah, I mean, I thought about this before the video. I think what we need to assume here is that the price made here a first wave 1. So what you got here in this move up, yeah, before we moved up here, you had basically already in this move here a first wave 1. So let me label that 1, 2. So you get your series of 1, 2 setups. As always, say this is super bullish. You have your wave 1, 2, and then you start your wave 3. But within your wave 3, you've got your 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would complete a wave 3. What then happened, in my view, is you could argue that we moved down here in a wave 4. Okay, so this could be the 4th wave here of that degree, yeah. So that might already be in that significant low here of that wave 4. But the risk or the potential opportunity, depending on from which point of view you want to look at it, that we're coming down and complete the wave 4 even a little bit lower, is not over. So the wave 4 could already be in, but maybe it will also be a little bit lower. And we can see that if we draw those fib levels, you can see that the highest or the highest likelihood for such a wave 4 retracement is that 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, in this case at $81.70, yeah, but it can also go down to the 0.5 fib level at $75 US, and you can see that wave 4 actually reached that 38.2% fib level. So we could highlight that area and say, right, this is the area where that wave 4 with a high likelihood retraced to, maybe already in, maybe it's going to come once more lower. Personally, I think that wave 4 might already be in, and we're now starting to move on our way to a wave 5. Okay, that wave 5 would be located, and again, let's just from here, yeah, you would move higher in that wave 5 then, and target for that wave 5 I would personally locate between the 1.272 extension, yeah, and the 1.618 fib extension. Okay, so you can draw that, and that would be located here. Okay, so, and that would be here in the region between $121 and $142. So you could argue that we are now expecting the price to land in that area. Bear in mind though that we are here very, very much at the end of a wave. Okay, so this is, in my opinion, not the best time to invest, and therefore pretty much the scenario what I've been talking about all the time, that in my opinion we are now exhausted, wasn't really wrong. It's what was actually pretty much spot on, because even with this sort of slightly alternative scenario, we assume that this is really the last leg up, and if we assume this is a wave 5, then this will also complete here a higher level degree wave, after which you're coming down once more, and that would then be a great entry point. Okay, so let's say we complete that, and again, to get there is in no means guaranteed. I'm really a bit skeptical about this chart, so personally I'm not going to touch this at the moment, not at the moment. I want to observe further how this chart is developing, because going in now, I think there are other opportunities. This is really the last wave up. I mean, going in halfway in a wave 5, personally I wouldn't do it. Also, there's always an alternative scenario, and the alternative would be here what I told you before, that we are coming down here and we're going to lose that uptrend. Absolutely, and there is nothing lost by just waiting. Yeah, even if this is playing out and we're really moving up here, to do that first we need to break the all-time high anyway at $105. So if you break that, you move here. As I said, this is a wave 5, so you're going to come down quite a lot, and you're probably going to then in that next correction going to come down again into the region of possibly around 60 to 70 US dollars if this scenario is really playing out. So somewhere here, and this would then be a perfect entry point for me. This is where I will look to get in. Not necessarily now. I think there are other opportunities, because this is really like the last leg to the upside in my opinion. But then after that you will get a more significant correction, and that would be, in my opinion, a good entry point. Personally, I think this is not the best time, for me personally at least, to get in now. Therefore, I think everything done correctly so far. We talked about this pump here. I think that was a great opportunity. And now we are really here sort of in the last leg. I mean, getting in a wave 5, personally nothing for me. I'd like to get in early in a wave 2, in a wave 1 or in a wave 3, not necessarily in a wave 5. You can do it, of course, but there's a risk it's not going to play out, because I'm a bit skeptical about this chart. It's a bit more of a complex chart compared to some of the other cryptos, and we have seen Terra Luna struggle significantly to break the all-time high, and therefore, I'm just a bit skeptical. So Generally, Terra Luna also not performing as well as the other cryptos in the last few days. One of the few cryptos that on the daily is building negative momentum here. Yeah. I mean, saying that, one possibility to get in, and I would do it if we came in once more into that green area here, that sort of wave 4 area, but only if we say that wave 4 is going to come down once more here, sort of into the region between $74 and $81. Then I would probably consider, because that would indicate that the wave 4 is not yet in. It will be in, and then probably from $80, that is something I would do. From now 93, I don't know, it's already halfway through, so I'm not really keen on it, to be honest. But yeah, the daily building negative momentum, so that would actually indicate that we could really come down once more into that wave 4 area. The RSI, yeah, moving sideways pretty much, so nothing too exciting. The 4-day chart though still shows that bullish crossover, so we had that positive momentum. That is actually when we moved up here, yeah, and also created that, broke out of that bull flag. So you can also see here on the 4-day chart how every candle is getting smaller, really, especially the last 2 candles here, getting a bit smaller. So there's a risk the market is rolling over and that wave 4 is not going to play out. So again, it's risky because we are, compared to some other cryptos, which are really just starting their uptrend, Terra Luna hasn't really corrected down a lot. Okay, so we need to be aware of that. Yeah, and that's really everything I can tell you about Terra Luna today. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.